We're a couple of minutes early, but this is Belita Howard with Level 2 English Language Learners. And again, my name is Belita Howard. This is Level 2. We are waiting on our students to join us. But if this is your first time, we meet at 6:30 on Thursday evenings. And then there is a morning class at 9 o'clock with Miss Elsa for Level 2. We work out of our workbooks. That is future workbook, and then the future regular book that you can get from Miss Judy Hurst, our ELL director. And sometimes I refer you to YouTube for special videos that will help you in learning a different language or extra practice on certain verbs, adjectives, grammar, that sort of thing. In Level 2, you do need to have a good understanding of English. I try to go slow, but not too slow to insult you or to bore you. During this pandemic time when we are on Zoom, it does make things a little more difficult since I can't be in front of the board to write things down for you. So my best advice is to practice, 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 and get out those flashcards. Flashcards are typically index cards. You find those little bitty cards for a pack of 100 for only $1 at the Dollar Tree. On one side you have your Spanish word, on the other side you have your English word and definition. And you just post them on parts of furniture and appliances, or just review them whenever you're standing in line or waiting for the kids at school or lunch break, so that you can go over and over and over and that you are familiar with the words. Hopefully we will have some joining us in the next few minutes. While you're waiting, I'll give you a couple of minutes to be getting out your books. We will start on page 27 today. Just reviewing. We'll have our time of review. Page 27 is great words to have on flashcards so that you can put them in your Spanish and then in your English, and you'll know. Those are easy ones to take with you. In lessons 1 and 2, we're talking about families, getting to know one another, adjectives, descriptive words that describe a person, what they look like, their personality. We are also working on our grammar verbs of have, live, work, do, don't, is, are, were, those. Again, this is Belita Howard with Level 2 ELL. This is the 6:30 on Thursday evenings. And it is, according to mine, 6:31. So we're just waiting for a couple of the people to join us, and we can get started. This may help. Again, welcome to Level 2 English Language Learners. I'm Belita Howard. Sorry for all the moving around. I'm sitting on a stool and it's hard on my back. But anyway, welcome to Level 2, Belita Howard, your 6:30 English Language Learners class. We are waiting on the students to join us. It is now after 6:30, which if you were in person in class, we would go ahead and get started. But usually I have at least somebody in the classroom. But if we don't have anyone show up, we will, I'll go through the lesson. Since this is recorded, you can see these on our YouTube channel for Robertson County Baptist Association or Robertson County English Language Learners class. However you can find us and join us and review these lessons on your own time and schedule. However, joining us in class does help with our practicing our reading and speaking. I will give, oh, here we go. Hey, Fanny, how are you? Hello, how are you? Can you hear me yet? Good. Okay, I can hear you now too. Good. Okay. We're waiting on one more.
Okay.
How have you been?
Have
you been sick?
No.
No, just busy?
Busy.
Busy, okay.
Too much.
Are your kids at home for school or are they going to the school?
Going to school.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Are there sports practices or events on Thursday nights?
My daughter? Practice?
She practices,
Yes.
Soccer or gymnastics or?
Dance?
Dance, oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Cruz.
Hi.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I think that's probably everybody. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
Okay, close that door and maybe the animals won't bother us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, Cruz, do you know Fanny?
Yes.
Okay, Fanny, this is Cruz. Cruz, this is Fanny. Okay, good. Okay, we are on page 27. Let's just review 27 out of our books.
27.
Uh-huh. We're going to catch Fanny up just a little bit, and then we'll do our other stuff.
27. Yes.
Uh-huh. It talks about family members.
Okay.
So there's 25 family member names. Those would be excellent to put on flashcards. You remember last year I talked a lot about flashcards, Spanish on one side, English on the other, and just look at those, and it really does help in training your brain to remember those words. Cruz, did you do your flashcards this week?
No, I didn't do my flashcard.
Okay. All right, it really does help. Okay, let's just each take a turn, and we'll review these words, making sure that we can pronounce them correctly. And if you have any questions, we'll talk about them. Okay, number 1 is brother. Number 2, Fanny.
Sister.
Okay, Cruz.
Father,
Mother.
Aunt.
Aunt or aunt, yes, depends what part of the country you're from. Yes, okay.
cousin,
Cousin, uncle,
Fiance.
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 And number 9 is also called fiance.
fiance,
The difference is the number of E's,
Fiance.
and it's a French word. You basically know the difference because of who you're talking in the conversation with, if it's male or female. The one with just the E, the 1 E is a male, and then the 9 with the double E is the female.
Okay.
You probably never write it down, but
Fiance.
you don't really pronounce it any differently, but just so you know what that's talking about. 10 is niece, Fanny.
Nephew.
Nephew.
wife,
Wife. Husband.
Mother-in-law.
father-in-law,
Sister-in-law.
Son.
daughter,
Children.
Parents.
grandmother,
Grandfather.
Granddaughter.
grandson,
And grandchildren. Good. I have 3 grandchildren, 1 grandson, 2 granddaughters. I have 2 sons and 1 daughter-in-law, and 2 ex-daughter-in-laws. I have a sister, and then I have 2 half-brothers and 1 half-sister. We don't talk about halves in here, but a half-brother would be one that shares this one parent the same. Step-brother or step-sister would be, we don't have, there's not a blood relationship. Just extra knowledge there. Okay, let's do our share the screen. Takes me a minute. Oh, no. Where did it go? All right, hang on. While I'm trying to get that, you guys can be looking at your homework from looking on page 30, because we're going to hit that in a minute. But look on page 30 and be reviewing those while I'm trying to get this correctly. Sorry about this. Share screen with our files.
Unit 2. Well, that was it. You silly. Duh, that was it. Okay. I had it right and couldn't figure out that it was right. All right, now we should be able to see, you should be able to see the Lord's, Psalms 23, the Lord's Prayer. Oh, good. Cruz, I can see your face now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's practice. The bold one is in English, and we'll each say that. And then you can check my pronunciation, and I'll try the Spanish. Y'all want to be a teacher tonight too? I need all the help I can get. Okay, so Fanny, I'll let you start.
Lord is my nephew,
Shepherd.
shepherds. I
Shall.
shall not want.
Okay, the Lord is my shepherd. A shepherd is one who herds sheep, takes care of the sheep. I shall not want.
I shall
All right, Cruz.
He made me lie down in green pastures. He
Leads.
He leads me beside quiet water. He refreshing my soul.
Very good. Okay, Fanny.
He guides me along the right path for the sake
Mhm.
of his good name.
Okay, now let's see if I can do this and you help me out. El Señor es mi pastor. Tengo todo lo que necesito. Me hace. I don't know this word.
Acostarme,
Acostarme.
ajá.
Acostarme.
Acostarme
Me hace acostarme en pastos verde.
en pastos verdes.
Me hueva.
Me lleva,
Lleva.
ajá,
Me lleva al lado de aguas tranquilas.
tranquilas.
Tranquilas. No, say it again.
Tranquilas.
Tranquilas. Oh,
Ajá.
pronounce the K. Q. Okay, tranquilas. Restaura. Restaura. Oh, that's going to be a hard one. Restaura.
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 Oh, duh. Okay. Restauda. No?
No, restaura.
Restauda.
Ajá.
Oh, restauda.
Restaura.
Okay, don't even look how it pronounces. Okay, restauda mi alma.
Mi alma.
Me guía
Me guía.
por caminos. Me guía. Me
Ajá.
guía por caminos de rectitud. Rectitud. And say it.
Rectitud.
Rectitud.
Okay. Por el bien de su nombre.
Sí.
I understand. It's hard. Okay. Back to English. Okay. Betty, I think it's your turn.
Even though
Though,
I walk through
through. Mhm.
the darkest Valley,
Valley.
valley. I fear no
Evil.
evil because you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they
There we go. Comfort.
okay.
They
They
comfort me.
comfort me. Okay.
I know our picture's getting away. All right, Cruz.
You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Fanny.
You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows.
Goodness. Okay.
Your
Cruz.
goodness and faithful love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the Lord's house forever.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, let's see how pitiful I am. A pesar de que camino por el valle. Is that valle?
Valle, sí.
Valle. Okay. De la sombra de la muerte. No temere.
Temeré.
Temere. Ningún.
Sí.
Ningún.
Ningún. Oh, okay. Mal. Porque tú estás conmigo.
Conmigo.
Conmigo. Tu vara y tu bastón me consuelan. Okay. Preparas una mesa delante or
Delante. Es con
delante de mí en presencia
Sí.
oh, de mis enemigos.
Sí.
Unges mi cabeza con
Cabeza.
cabeza. I don't know that word.
Con aceite.
Aceite.
Ajá. Aceite.
Aceite. Mi taza se desborda.
Sí.
My cup. Oh, okay, desborda. Okay. Ciertamente la bondad y
Bondad.
La bondad.
la bondad. La bondad y la
Misericordia.
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 Misericordia. Ajá.
Misericordia me seguirán.
Seguirán.
Seguirán. No, say it again. I know I didn't say that right.
Me seguirán.
Me seguirán.
Seguirán.
Seguirán. Todos los días de mi vida y moraré en la casa del Señor para siempre. Siempre.
Ujú.
I understand. It's hard. Okay. Very good, everybody. All right. What questions did you have from your homework? Fanny wasn't with us last week, so she may not know what it was. Cruz, did you have any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And okay, you've already answered. You didn't create the flashcards.
No.
Okay, y'all try that now. It really does help. Okay, let's describe this picture. So we're going to practice using the words we've already learned, our adjectives and descriptive words. So tell me what's going on in this picture. Each of you will have something different. You can make up a story. You can just say what you see, but describe this scene, this picture. And if you need to move your pictures out of the way, I think you can grab them and move them.
The family take breakfast.
What are they eating?
Eating milk.
Drinking milk.
Drinking milk and juice. Fruit. Cereal. And bread.
Bread.
Maybe coffee or tea.
Right.
Mm.
Since he's of Asian nationality, he may be drinking tea, right? That's stereotyping, but where are they? What part of the house are they in? They're in the kitchen.
Yes.
You can tell that by typically you would have breakfast in the kitchen, and then this is a faucet. They're at the breakfast bar next to their sink. That's a faucet right there.
Yeah.
And it looks like they have a nice covered patio. All right. Cruz, tell us what's going on in this picture.
It's a father when his two sons eat breakfast, cereal, milk, orange juice, bread, and fruits. It's close
What kind
to
of fruit are those?
pears, I think.
Pears. Very good.
And they are close to the door, kitchen door. And
What do you think Daddy is doing?
like I think make it like a bird fly something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are the children scared?
No, it's laughing.
They're laughing. Okay, good. So it must be a funny story he's telling.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. All right, very good. So that's what you can be doing as a way of practicing is look at a picture and then try using all the English words that you know to make up a story about how you would describe this picture. Pretend somebody is blind and they can't see the picture, so you are describing it for them, telling what this picture, maybe what the people are doing. And that's just a good way to help train your brain about a different language. Okay, we are on page 30 now out of our regular books. And we're still reviewing has and have and does and doesn't. And if we can get those, if you get those down, you are ahead of the game. And you've got a good foundation about learning. Okay. All right, let's just review. We have our affirmative, which means more of the positive, and the negative would be the do nots and the doesn't. So our words that we have to learn this time is have, live, and work. If you have your little sheet, where is it? Okay. Here's our little grid. We start off with our verbs am. This is the most popular one, the to be verbs. I am, he, she, or it is, we, they are. I have, he, she, it has. Thus we go from have, whoa, get back there. Goes from have, has, and then we have. I do, he, she, it does. Sorry. We, they do. I live, he, she, it lives. We or they live. So you can see right here, the only thing changing is do become does, but then you just add an S to lives, wants, and works when you're talking about he, she, or it. So usually that's a big clue in the English language is something's going to change when you're talking about a he, a she, or an it. And that could be a person's name. He is going to the store, or he goes to the store. He does the dishes. She does the dishes. The dog licks the dishes. I use S for licks a word. But I do the dishes. They do the dishes. It's usually when you have a he or she, you know, like a noun that you're going to have to look at it and think, okay, something's going to be different. Okay, so we have our nice little, okay. So on page 30, probably number 1 is done for us. My cousin, oh, we didn't do have and has. Let's see if we can put that on there. Okay, I can't add it, but I have, he, she has, they have. So that might help you there. Okay, so my cousin is a he or a she, so that means it's going to be different, has a wife and 2 children. Number 2, they means more than one. We can see in our book, they don't have children. Doesn't would only be used for the negative with he or she.
They don't.
Or it.
They.
Okay, so let's try number 3 together. Her cousin work or works in a theater?
Works.
Works.
With the S, correct. Number 4.
My mother-in-law
Lives with the S, good. Okay, Fanny, can you do number 5?
Okay. Our grandparents don't
Correct.
live here.
Very good, because grandparents are a they. Okay. All right, number 6.
We don't work on weekends.
Very good. And number 7, Fanny?
Chey
Uh-huh.
and Kirk. Have,
Have. Very good. Twins. Yes. Shelley and Kirk. Okay. Very good. Okay. On B, Clara works at a beauty salon. Okay. Cruz, number 2.
Uh,
Oh, it's already done for you.
his sister-in-law doesn't have a job.
Very good. All right. In the parentheses, they're telling you what it is. Okay. Oh, here's that fiance word. And Nina's fiance, you see it's only one E, which means the man. Nina's fiance live or lives near the city?
live,
Lives.
Lives with the S because it's a he. Her husband work or works?
her husband
Work.
works,
With the S, works, because her husband is a he.
Oh, yes.
Not an I, a we, or a they. So it's a he.
work with their brothers.
Okay, number 5. Whoever wants to be bold.
I don't
Live.
live
Mhm.
with my parents.
Very good. Okay. Cruz, number 6.
Our family lives
Our family
in Colombia.
Uh-huh.
lives in Colombia. They they don't work in a big office.
Correct.
Don't work.
Number 8.
Emilio don't have any cousin.
Emilio, what?
Emilio
Emilio
He
don't have any cousin.
doesn't. He
Does-
doesn't.
Oh, that's
Yeah, because Emilio is a he.
doesn't.
oh.
All right. Very good. Those are the best ones to have for flashcards because the more you get those verbs down, easier it is, especially when a lot of English is their first language. People have very poor grammar. So sometimes you get to correct theirs. But those are some of your more popular verbs you're going to be using a lot. Okay. On page 31, we're still talking about do and doesn't and live and has and haves. So let's do number A, the Mendez family tree. So you have Arturo and Sandra. They live in Peru, and those are basically the grandparents. And then they have 2 children, 2 boys, Pablo and Marcos. And Pablo married Elena, and they live in New York. And Marcos, He lives in Peru, but he doesn't have any children. And Elena and Pablo have 3 girls, Celia, Alba, and Sarah. And they live in 3 different cities. Wow. They're spread out all over the place. Okay. Does that sound like your family? But you may have brothers and sisters and parents or grandparents and back in the home country or different parts of the states. Okay, number 1 on page 31, part A, Alba, does she live in Los Angeles? Alba, we find Alba. Ooh, she lives in Chicago. So Alba doesn't live in Los Angeles. And then you can make up another sentence. She lives in Chicago. Okay, does Marcus live or lives in Lima?
Yes.
Peru.
Live.
Live.
Cruz, say it again.
Marcos live. He lives in Lima.
He lives, yeah, has the S on it. He lives in Lima because it's a he. He, she, it, a name becomes, remember, those are going to be the different ones. Okay. Elena has or have a son.
Elena has.
Well, Elena doesn't have a son.
Elena, no.
I don't know where that's a wrong one. Elena does not have a son.
Don't.
Those are 3 girls.
Elena.
Ooh, there's a mistake in the book. Elena doesn't have a son.
No tiene.
Okay, does Marcos have or has a brother?
Marcos.
Has
Has a brother, What is Marcos' brother's name?
Pablo.
Pablo.
Pablo. Okay, Elena and Pablo, do they live or lives in New York?
Elena and Pablo live.
Lives. They live in New York.
Yeah, they live because it's a they, right? Elena and Pablo are a they, so you don't have to change it. Live in New York, okay?
They live.
They live, because it's a they. Elena and Pablo, because since it's 2 people, becomes a they. You know, they become a more than one, so they live in New York. It's only the he when you're talking about a singular he, she, or singular person would you add the extra S.
Okay.
Yeah, they can, it's that he, she, and it. When you get that in, know that that's what they're talking about. That's when you kind of pause and you're going, oh, this is going to be different. And let's see. Pablo and Marcos, they have or has a sister.
Number 6.
Number 7.
They have. No.
Es la 6.
No, no, they don't, because Elena is married to Pablo.
Oh.
She would have a number coming out to her. So that's another mistake. Pablo and Marcos don't have, no. They, yeah.
Pablo and
Marcos doesn't. They don't.
Don't.
What? Now, see, I can get all confused now, too. They don't. Pablo and Marcos don't have a sister.
Don't.
Have a sister. I don't. She doesn't.
Pablo.
They don't.
Marcos.
Don't have.
Don't have.
Yeah, Pablo and Marco don't have a sister. Okay. And then Sandra and Arturo don't live in Dallas.
Sandra and Arturo don't 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 live
Don't
doesn't
live. Uh-huh.
live
Sandra and Arturo don't live in Dallas. They live in Lima, Peru. All right. Very good. All right. Those, you just have to read and practice and practice. Just go over and over. And remember, the answers are in the back of the book, but try it first before you
Okay.
go to the back of the book. But that's the only way to really learn those, because they can be just frustrating, and they make even those of us who only know one language to question it sometimes and have to think about it. Okay, on page 32, there is a newspaper advice column. And okay, I will read it. I'll read Dear Kate, and then we'll answer questions. And this just so just try it and listen. I will try and talk slower, but this is going to practice with your hearing. Dear Kate, my husband and I both work. I work days and he works 2 jobs, days and evenings. We have 3 kids, ages 8, 10, and 14. They need a lot of my time. They need me to help them with homework. I take them to school activities and sports events. And then there is all the housework, the cooking, the laundry, the cleaning, the shopping, the bills. I need to do a million things at the same time. Help, I can't do it all. Signed, Tired, Tanya. Okay, so is Tanya married?
Yes.
Yes, she has a husband. How many jobs does Tanya's husband have?
2.
2. How many children do they have?
3
3.
3. What is Tanya's biggest complaint?
They don't have time for her children's.
She just doesn't have time. She's so busy. She needs help.
Yeah.
Can you relate to Tanya? I know some of you may have husbands who are working 2 jobs, and then you have the kids, and then you have your own job. So it does get hard. All right, let's see what Tanya is going to advise, or Kate is going to advise. Dear Tanya, you're right. You can't do it all. You're trying to do too much. First, ask yourself, what is most important? You can't do everything. Only do the important things. Second, get help. Ask your children to help with the housework. They can do the dishes, take out the garbage, do the laundry, and do other chores. Ask your husband to help on the weekends. Third, say no. You already have many responsibilities. When people ask you to do something extra, say, I'm sorry, but I don't have the time right now. Finally, take some time for yourself. Make sure you get a little time every day to do something you like. Watch a TV program, take a bath, or read a magazine. Take care of yourself first, then you will have the energy to take care of others. Signed, Kate. Okay, so what is Kate's advice to Tanya? She tells her 4 things to do.
First, to take time for her.
Uh-huh.
To not try to do everything by yourself.
Right.
And
Fanny, what else? What's the 3rd thing she's telling Tanya?
Those,
Those 2 little letters, a very important word.
say no.
Say no. Yes.
Huh?
Sometimes we women say yes to too many things. Okay, so she tells her 1, determine what's the most important. Is the cleanest house on the block the most important, or getting people to where they need to be and dinner on the table? 2nd, get help. These kids are old enough that they can clean rooms and set the table and take out garbage and help get dinner on the table. Or the oldest one can help the younger one with homework. And then 3, say no. Sometimes we just do too much. And then 4th, make some time for yourself. Maybe it's just that you're reading your favorite book or watching your favorite TV program or just sitting on the front porch with no kids around. Whatever you can do just to kind of catch your breath and feel better. Do you see yourself in Tanya?
yeah.
Cruz is laughing, yes. Yes. I think it is hard when we have to do it all. Yes. Yes, it is hard. Okay. How's our time? Oh, we're doing good on time. Okay. Very good. So you can read that again. That's on page, we asked the questions. And we are moving right along with, okay, next week we'll do 5 and 6. And will that take care of our, nope, that still won't take care of our, yeah, by the end of the month we'll be finished with number 2. Okay. Let's just review some more of our verbs again. Okay, for your homework, you're on, in your workbook, you're on page 16 and 17. You're still practicing on A, B, and C. You're doing those lives and works. And so we'll go over that next time, making sure we have the correct form of the word. And don't do part D on 17. That's a track. So most people don't have that track, so don't even worry about that. So you're doing A, B, and C. Extra credit is E if you want to do that. But I really want you to find a book, a magazine article, newspaper article, something in English that you can bring to class next week and read aloud. So don't make it too long. We can't do the whole book. We may be able to do a page or 2. But if you do an article, it can be from the newspaper. It can be from the browser that's free. We're just going to practice our reading and comprehension. And then see if we can find some mistakes in it, like we found in today's book.
Okay.
Okay, let's review our verbs again. Let's just have that extra practice. And then, then I've got something to read to you and ask questions about. All right, we've already done this. And this is really easy for y'all to do. Fanny, you should remember from class last time, when we make our little grid, we have I, he, she, it, we, and they. And then we have our verbs, am, have, do, live, want, works. So I am, I have, I do, I live, I want, I work. He is going to town. He has a dog. She does the shopping. The dog lives in the garage. She wants a new coat. He works 2 jobs. We are going to the store, or they are going to the store. And we have our contractions where or there. We have a store. We do the work at the store. We live at the store. We want to add new stores. We work at the store all day. So you just make up sentences, but it gets into your head, okay, I, he, she, it, we, they, to know the correct tense of it. And then the negative part, I am not, or I'm not. I'm not going to bed. He isn't going to bed. We aren't going to bed. Or they aren't going to bed. Or we weren't. I don't think that's spelled right, sorry. I haven't a clue. She hasn't a clue. We haven't a clue. I don't want broccoli. He doesn't want broccoli. They don't want broccoli. I don't live in Mexico. He doesn't live in Tennessee. We don't live in Springfield. I don't want broccoli. The dog doesn't want broccoli. Get back here. We don't want broccoli. I don't work from home. She doesn't work from home. They don't work from home. So make your grid, and you can find this on the YouTube channel. They save this in the not in the WhatsApp, but it's on the ELL website that they save these. So you can always go back and download it and look at it again. But your book has it too, to put it into that form. We also talked about and but and to and either. Cruz, give me a sentence with using and but. Fanny, you be thinking about a sentence using to or either.
Me and my brother like go fishing, but we can do every day
Take a look.
Okay. All right, very good. Okay. You wouldn't say me and my brother and I.
Oh my. Oh, okay.
My brother like to go fishing, but we don't like putting the worms on the hook. Or, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay. All right, Fanny, use a sentence with to and with either.
My daughter and me going.
My daughter and I.
My daughter.
You would say my daughter and I. You wouldn't say my daughter and me. My daughter and I.
And I going to the store, but the store is closing.
Oh, very good. Okay. Okay, very good. All right. Let's hear a sentence with the word to.
Mm. Hi.
I gave you some hints up here.
Okay.
I
Like,
don't know if that helps or not.
My husband work and me too.
Yes, my husband works and I do too. Very good.
Either, guess either. Either.
Either would be like, I am either going to the grocery store or I am either going to Kroger or to Walmart. Would be a way you'd use either.
Oh, okay, ya sé.
You don't use either that often. You use to a lot. To, the T-O-O, the double O is a different word for also. So if you're thinking about, you know, your daughter asks, you say, I'm going to the grocery store, and daughter says, I'm going to. You would use the T-O-O as a way of, yes, you're going also. Or two friends talking, I'm going to do errands today. I'm going to the grocery store and to Walmart. Oh, I am too. May I join you? And for an either, the dog isn't quiet and the cat isn't either. Get down. And unfortunately, they have to be in here or they bang at the door.
Either.
Okay, be practicing your ands and your buts and your either and twos.
Okay.
And all right. Any questions? Oh, let's read this one more and then and then we can close it down. Okay, I'm going to read, and you don't have this in front of you. So here we go. And then I'm going to ask questions. So just try and listen, and I'll go slow. Banana splits taste delicious, and they are fast and easy to make. First, put a scoop of vanilla ice cream, a scoop of chocolate ice cream, and a scoop of strawberry ice cream in a bowl. Then pour strawberry, butterscotch, and pineapple syrup over the scoops of ice cream. Next, top each scoop of ice cream with whipped cream, chopped nuts, and a cherry. Finally, peel a ripe banana and cut it in half lengthwise. Put the banana halves on opposite sides of the bowl. Be sure to have plenty of napkins because banana splits are messy to eat. Okay. True or false? Banana splits are difficult to make.
Is false.
False. They're easy. Because the first sentence says, taste delicious and are fast and easy to make. But that could be a subjective. Some people might find all that hard. Okay. True or false? Boil the bananas before you cut them in half.
False.
False. Yeah. After a banana is cut in half, it has 4 pieces.
False.
False. Good. Syrup and ice cream come in various flavors. Fanny? Syrup and ice cream come in various or many flavors. True or false?
Is true.
True. Right. Comes because there's butterscotch and chocolate and salted caramel now and all this other good stuff. Banana splits are messy to eat. True or false?
True.
True. Yes. Okay. Vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry? Which is your favorite flavor? Fanny?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay. Cruz? What's yours? Huh?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Okay. And I'm a chocolate fan. Anything chocolate, you got me with chocolate. All right. Well, very good. Okay. Do your homework. Find an article, and we'll discuss it and read it, and that'll just help with our practice of our language. And just practice those flashcards, and then the grid of I am, he is, we, they are. Okay? All right. Y'all have a very good week.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.